And now, Anna Knows Everything proudly presents 13th. It is based on the story of Cinderella. Let's tell you the story, shall we? It's a Friday the 13th special. Once upon a time, there was a young girl named 13th. 13th had 8 ugly, mean stepsisters named Tina, Hannah, Isabella, Rena, Tanya, the twins Elena and Ella, and Nina. Tina, Hannah, Isabella, Rena, Tanya, Elena, Ella, and Nina made 13th do all the chores. Sweep for the floors, wash the dishes, do it all, said Tina, Hannah, Isabella, Rena, Tanya, Elena, Ella, and Nina all together. One day, the king of Trade Compilingham's messenger said, "Hear ye, hear ye! The king of Trade Complingham is going to throw a bind, whereas the most beautiful gown god shall marry his son, Prince Trade Coupling." But 13th is not welcome. Her stepsisters are. They argue over who will marry Prince Trade Coupling. Later, 13th is so sad that she can't go to the ball and marry Prince Trade Coupling. Well, her fairy godmother asks what's wrong by saying, "Why are you crying?" 13th responds, "I got lots of chores to be done, and I can't go to the ball and marry Prince Trade Coupling." Her fairy godmother said, I could help with a bit of magic." 13th's fairy godmother waved her magic wand, and all 13th's chores were done. But 13th's fairy godmother was not done yet. She said, 13th, go fetch me a pumpkin." Luckily, 13th has 13 pumpkins. Her fairy godmother turns 13th's clothes into a gown and crown, and then the 13 pumpkins into a handsome coach by the 26 strong horses. 13th said, "I've never seen such a Trade Couple-tastic gown. And get a lot of my glass slippers." Her fairy godmother said, "Have fun, 13th, but I would warn you. Return home before midnight or the spell will be broken." 13th accepted the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, Prince Trade Coupling was wondering who he should marry. Tina, Hannah, Isabella, Rena, Tanya, Elena, Ella, and Nina all say all together, "He's walking towards me," but he's not walking towards any of them. He's walking towards 13th. 13th and Prince Trade Coupling danced together. But later, 13th realized it's almost midnight, so she scurried out of the ball. And she was running so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. Prince Trade Coupling was so worried that he might never see 13th again. So he traveled around and Trade Coupling had to find her and brought the glass slipper with him. He knocked on the door of the home where 13th and her stepsisters lived. But instead of 13th, he finds Tina, Hannah, Isabella, Rena, Tanya, Ella, Elena, and Nina. Prince Trader Coupling said, "Ladies, I have a favor to ask. You try on this glass slipper. Tina is first, but her foot is too big. Hannah is next, but her foot is too small. All the rest are the same, but none of their feet are the right size." Suddenly, Prince Trader Coupling notices 13-year-old sweet saying, "The glass slipper fits!" And 13-year-old gets so excited because she's happy to have Prince Trader Coupling back. And they both lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this bedtime story this morning. Friday the 13th special. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on Andrew Knows Everything. And buy our merchandise, watch more videos, etc. Take care, Andrew Stores. Bye. And now, Andrew Knows Everything proudly presents Free Fuzz of 375 Cinderella. It is based on the story of Cinderella with a bit of a twist. Let's tell you the story, shall we? Once upon a time, there was a young old girl named Free Fuzz of 375 Cinderella. Free Fuzz of 375 Cinderella had 36 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters named Tasha, Hannah, Rena, Ellie, Emmy, Tilly, Haley, Ophelia, Uniqua, Sasha, Alana, Nelia, Dahlia, Tara, Herda, Ruby, Emery, Lisa, Hilda, Ursula, Nadina, Daisy, Raina, Eleanor, Dottie, Sophia, Estrella, Veronica, Esme, Naomi, Terry, Yadina, Fiona, Isabella, Verona, and Ella. All 36 of them made fun of Free Fuzz of 375 Cinderella and made her do all the chores. Free Fuzz of 375 wench, sweep the floors, wash the dishes, do it all, said the 36 stepsisters all together. One day, the king of Free Fuzz of 375 Ham's messenger arrives and says, "Hear ye, hear ye! The king of Free Fuzz of 375 Ham, his majesty, is going to throw a ball with lots of food and after dinner at 10 o'clock. Whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son. Prince Mila Queen Septuaginta Tricentupling. Can I come?" asks Free Fuzz of 375 Cinderella. But she's not well invited. Her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters are. "He's going to marry me," said Tasha. "No way, Tasha, you're wrong. He's going to marry me," said Hannah. "Both of you are wrong. He's going to marry me," said Rena. The rest say, "All three of you are wrong. He's going to marry." They even tear Free Fuzz of 375 Cinderella's best party dress. Later, at 8 o'clock at night, Free Fuzz of 375 Cinderella is distraught, upset, and sad, doing chores about not going to the ball. Suddenly, Free Fuzz of 375 Cinderella, fairy godmother, arrives and comforts her. There now, Free Fuzz of 375 Cinderella. I can help with a bit of magic. Nobody will know it's you, she said. And so, she waves her magic wand to do all the chores for Free Fuzz of 375 Cinderella. She said, but she's not done yet. She says, "Free Fuzz of 375 Cinderella, go fetch me a pumpkin and some mice." Luckily, Free Fuzz of 375 Cinderella has Free Fuzz of 375 pumpkins and 6,750 mice. Free Fuzz of 375 Cinderella's fairy godmother waves her magic wand again to turn the Free Fuzz of 375 pumpkins into a handsome coach, 6,750 mice into horses, and then Free Fuzz of 375 Cinderella's rags into a gown and crown. $3,375 says, I've never seen such a Tremolo Queen Septuagintuple Tricentuple-tastic gown! Get a load of my glass slippers! Fairy godmother, how can I ever thank you enough? And climbs into the coach. 3,375 Arella says, Fairy godmother says, well, you can't. But have fun, 3,375 Arella, but I would warn you. Return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken, and everything will change back to normal. And gives her a clock to tell her what time it is. And so, it's 9 o'clock now. And so, 3,375 Arella accepts the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, the king of Trimilla, Quin's Setua, Jinta Trace and Tumlingham says, Good evening, everyone. My son, Prince Trimilla, Quin Setua, Jintubling, was wondering who to marry. Isn't that right, son? In which Prince Trimilla, Quin Setua, Jinta, Trisentulling responds, Yes, father. At 10 o'clock, 3,375 Arella arrives at the ball for the food first, just in time. 3,375 Arella then sees Prince Trimilla, Quin Setua, Jintra, Trisentupling. 3,375 Arella's ugly, mean, wicked stepsister say, He's walking towards me altogether. But Prince Trimilla Quin said to Jinta Trisentupling is not walking towards any of them. He's walking towards 3,375 Arella. After dinner, Prince Trimilla Quin Sentua Jinta Trisentupling asks, May I have this dance? And so 3,375 Arella responds, I would be delighted. 3,375 Arella and Prince Trimilla Quin Sentua Trisentupling dance happily together. But later, as 3,375 Arella checks her clock, it's almost midnight! And so she scurried out of the ball, and she was running so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. The next day, Prince Trimilla Quin Centupling, Setua, Ginger Trin Centupling was really worried that he might never see 3,375 Arella again. The king of 3,375 Ham, aka Trimilla Quin Centupling, comforts him by saying, There now, son. I think we'll be able to find my dear daughter-in-law 3,475 Arella. And so, the king of Trimilla Quin Centupling, aka 3,775 Ham, and Prince Trimilla Quin Centupling traveled all around the neighborhood to find 3,375 Arella and brought the glass slipper with them. By the time they arrived, they knocked on the door of the house where 3,375 Arella and her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters lived. But instead of 3,375 Arella, they find her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters, Tasha to Ella. Prince Trimilla Quin Setua Jinta Trisentupling then says, Ladies, my father, the king of Trimilla Quin Setua Jinta Trisentupling and I have a favor to ask. Can Annie try on this glass slippers? Tasha is first, but her feet are too big. Hannah is next, but her feet are too small. Nonsense! It fits! She said. The rest did the same, but none of their feet are the right size. Suddenly, the king of Trimilla Quin Setua Jinta Travis and Tumlingham and Prince Trimilla Quinn Setua Jin Trace and Tunley noticed 3,375 sweet singing. Prince Trimilla Quinn Senton joined Tunley, Your Majesty. Is that you guys? She hollered excitedly. The king of Trilla, Trimilla Quinn Setua Jin Tumlingham says, My dear daughter-in-law, we found you. Will you marry my son? And so the glass slipper fits! And 3,375 the king of and the Prince Antonio live happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story, Andrews Doers. And I've been debating on making some sequels. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on Andrew Does Everything, and buy our merchandise at AndrewDoesEverything.com. And if you want to see maybe someday 3,375 Arala 2, 3,375 wishes come true, something like that, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And take care. Bye.